let's give a big applause to our host. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is actually the opening speech from Professor Dr. Haji Fazli Jalal, SPKG, PhD, as the chief of GUPI. So this is some kind like organization for Islamic education in Indonesia. Thank you very much for Professor Dr. Haji Fazli Jalal, SPKG, PhD. To have you concerned actually about education, especially not only in Indonesia but all over the world, we invite here 5 countries that represent their own main concern about education and technology. And for the first opportunity, I would like to give to the representation of Australia to give some concern about what they think about education all over the world, which has actually, it can be so beneficial not only for us as an educator, but also for students around the world, especially from Southeast Sulawesi. Please welcome to share Wisam Saad MBA from Australia.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin wa sallallahu wa sallam ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin. يقول الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن الكريم وتعاونوا على البر والتقوى ولا تعاونوا على الإثم والعدوان. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Professor Haji Fazli Jalal and Dr. Sabri and all the distinguished guests that we have here today. Please do accept my apology for not remembering all your names and not mentioning them one by one. I do apologize. To get into it very quickly, can I say that I'm very glad to be sharing this moment with so many of you in the education sector, coming from diverse walks of life, cultures, values, principles, and exuding an air of diversity that is so much needed in today's world, particularly with the advancements that we see are beating us in their speed and we're trying to catch up with. It is very promising to see so many of you, the youth of Indonesia, coming from a variety of schools to present a bouquet of future leaders that hopefully can carry us when we become old and you are in charge of everything. And that's what we would like to see. However, the challenge is in a way unsurmountable unless you have certain skills and unless you have certain understandings of what the world has prepared for you and the challenges that you have to go through in keeping the balance between preserving your identity as Muslims, dealing with the technological advances, acquiring the skills that are needed, questioning education and the current system that is the global system that we know of in the presence of AI and ASI, which is artificial superintelligence. And now they're introducing quantum chips. The usual binary chips that work in computers today work with 1s and 0s. The quantum chips will increase the speed of the processing units of any computer by 40 billion. And that's what we call an artificial superintelligence. And it begs the question, how many of these future jobs that we've come to know as accountant and lawyer do we still need? With robotics and advancements in industrial engineering and AI, how many people are going to be laid off and not find a job? And what is the correct path to follow? Is it the cultural old way of thinking? My father wants me to be a lawyer, or my father wants me to be an accountant because that's the tradition? Or should we delve into areas that are unknown? And maybe we should. Because by the time you finish and you do a simple degree, you may find that the field has been overtaken by the advances in technology. So you have to be technologically literate. You have to be understanding of the challenges that today presents. And you have to shield yourself against all the contaminants that accompany such advancement in technology. When you sit on the screens and you live in a global village, where you can access any information in Australia or America or anywhere in Europe, and you feed your brains that data that comes to you, you're not just acquiring skills, you are seeing their habits and their culture and their tradition. And you may find that you're losing a little bit of your cultural self and Islamic self bit by bit, without even realizing. It's the poison in the stream, as-summu fi al-dasam, as we say in Arabic. So you really have to be cognizant of all the challenges and all the perils that today surround you in every way. I'm not here to scare you off. I'm here to count on your courage, that you will dare try to find a way through all this, all these challenges, and try to make something that is different. We need to be different. We need to be innovative. We need your minds and your brains to be agile. And that's what I think, as a professional principal, having done this for about 25 years today. Now, in Australia, what is it that we do? And I'm quite aware that we are on a time limit. In Australia, we have developed 4 schools, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, and we are providing our children with career advisory to explain these things to them and to tell them what they are going to face in the future. But because we are also aware that we don't want them to be single-mindedly, narrowly focused on the skills and the education in such a way that they lose themselves and their identity, we always tell them to go back to their roots. And we guide them by providing them an excellent Islamic education so that they can have the tools. They can have the tools to set aside all that is bad and just take in all that is good, and never lose themselves in the process. So they have to commit to the prayers every day, and they have to recite the Quran, and they have to learn the fiqh, and most importantly they have to learn their aqidah, because we live in an age of transhumanism and individualism. And in short, I will tell you what we have come to realize. We have come to realize that every child thinks that he is the world and the world has to succumb to him. We are not like that. As Muslims, we are a community. We are people of Amr bil Ma'ruf and Nahi al Munkar. We are people that provide advice to one another, lillahi ta'ala. When you grow up and you become affected with the concept of individualism, which we teach against in our schools, your child, you will find that in your age group, when you have your own children, you probably need permission to tell your child to do something and fear rejection from your child. And that is the beginning of the breakup of society as we know it. We live as a community. We support one another. We are كالجسد الواحد. And our binding, shared set of values is our Quran and Sunnah, the proper Aqidah, and following the traits of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So in the area of technology, we do provide our students in our schools with a lot of platforms to work with. For instance, all our children in Prep 1 and 2 the first 3 years of school, they have access to iPads. And in all our classes, we have interactive whiteboards. We allow them to check what technology is and get used to it, yet we are keeping another eye on what's being fed to them. That's why we spend around $1.8 million a year alone, $1.8 million a year alone on safeguarding our network at the school, meaning the children from year 3 to year 12, each one of them has a laptop, but they cannot access garbage on the net. So if they type gambling, they will receive an advice against gambling, but they will not be accessing a site where they can gamble. And I will let your imagination do the rest as to what this security does in protecting our children. So we want them to use their laptops. And now in our schools, our parents both pay for the canteen and they make the order on computer. And if they want to buy a uniform, they do that on computer. We have period-based attendance. Our parents have a portal on their phones, and the parents, they receive the messages every period of the day, your child is in class or not. And if a child is missing, then they will get that message then and there. We use Central as our school management system. We also have another system that we use called Canvas. And Canvas is like a university style system where the children find their homework and the notes from the teacher and the activities and the exercises on their laptop. They just have to access it from home and they will find everything on their laptops. So we are quite advanced in terms of trying to assist our students in being at par with every other child in the world in first world countries and in developing countries that are trying to follow. And the reason why for us this is important, it's because we don't want to have a disadvantaged set of students in our schools. We don't want them to be disadvantaged with lack of technology. We want them to be able to see and to be provided, to be afforded the opportunities, all the opportunities for them to gain insight of what the world holds today and be equal to anyone around the world. But without the safeguards, without the protections, without a shared set of values, we will be delivering our children to forget who they are and maybe acquire a skill at the end of the day, yet lose their identity. And that's a risk that we cannot take. That's why my advice on technology is that we can share a lot of resources and we should give our students a lot of access to technology. But you have to make sure first that all these safeguards are in place, because there is nothing worse than acquiring skills that become immaterial at the moment of death, only to end up someone who has lost themselves in the process. Because we all want the mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to be punished in our graves and to be admitted into paradise without prior torture. And we have to keep our eye on the ball. We always have to keep our eye on the ball and never drop the ball. It's a proverb, it's an idiom in English, which means we have to stay steadfast on Islam, yet acquire everything that is technologically accepted. On technology, I can say a lot of things, but I'm aware that my time is up, and I will later on or now maybe open the floor for any questions that any of you may have for me, and I'll be more than happy to oblige and to answer your questions. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, actually, from Australia by Sheikh Wissam Saad MBA, about his concern that right now actually we can also put together actually education and also the Islamic Aqidah, that we can get through to our era right now, within the modernization era and globalization era that has so many technology in our life. And ladies and gentlemen, for the second opportunity, I would like to give to Dr. Anzar Akwil from India. To the Honorable, the floor is yours.
dear audience, respected teachers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, assalatu wassalamu ala sayyidil anbiya'i wal mursaleen, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Al-ilmu nur. Knowledge is the light. Thank you so much being here, especially in the morning, and thank you so much to Dr. Baba Fasli Jalal PhD Chairman Gupi, and especially Baba Supriyanto PhD, and all my friends from different countries and globe. Thank you so much being here. Allah says in the Holy Quran, Iqra bismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq. Read in the name of Allah. When our first verses of Quran is revealed, Allah has given order to us, read in the name of Allah. It means education is very important for us, especially for Muslims, because we are guided to adopt education. Now we are living in digital era. We cannot avoid this. As we all know that technology is advancing very fast nowadays, and even we can put thousands of books in a small hard disk, in a small memory. So this is the digital era, and we cannot survive without technology. So it is must for us to adopt technology. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli muslimin wa muslima." To seek knowledge is obligatory for every male and female. This is the fundamental principles of Islam. There is no any discrimination on the basis of gender. We must have to strive to get education. Obligatory for us to get education. Talabul ilmi farizatun ala kulli muslimin wa muslima. Male and female. Ladies and men. So we should look towards education. Nowadays we are observing many things which is happen on the basis of internet. So we cannot avoid these things. Reformer of India is very famous, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. I think you may know. He is the founder of Aligarh Muslim University. This university is the world famous university, founded by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. He said there should be Quran in one hand and there should be science in another hand. It means we must focus on our religious education and modern education, because both education is must for us. As we know, we came in this world, there is only one way, through our parents. But when we will go from this world to another world, there are two ways. One right path and wrong path. So we should decide we should go by which way. If we do and if we adopt a religious education, this is good for Akhirah. And if we get modern education, it is helpful for daily life in this world. Utlabul ilma min al-mahad ila al-lahad. This is also hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Seek knowledge from cradle to the grave. It means when you born, start learning. Learning is the process of life. We cannot survive without learning. So it is obligatory for us to learn from born to death. If someone wants to get a good job and good reputation, she must get education, must learn. Utlabul ilma walu fissin. There is an important word, China. The sense of this sentence is seek knowledge even though you are so far. Nowadays we see many people say, I cannot go there, I cannot go there, like this. But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, must go if you want to get knowledge. Go to so far. There is no boundaries for getting education, for learning. So there should be a primary goal for us to get knowledge, education. And nowadays we see before the technology era, people go to library, educational institutions. But nowadays there is no obligation to go to library and institution. You can learn from your home. You can use technology. You can use internet. There are a lot of materials on internet. So we should take we should take advantage of modern technologies. Okay, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much. From the speech from Dr. Ansar Akwil from India, he reminds us that the obligation of getting education is the obligation that God gives us. So actually, we as a human being, even if actually we are students, even if actually we are older people, we have to get education to get a good life. Ladies and gentlemen, for the next, we would like to ask the representation from the Philippines to give their own concern about education. To Ms. Lorna M. Yako from the Philippines, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. My apologies for not speaking Bahasa, but from this moment on, I will try my best to learn any, just a small thing, so that I will have something to present to my supervisors when I return back home. I tell my companions, we are 4 from the Philippines, I am the partnership vocal of our division, the Schools Division of Benguet, one of the province in Philippines, summer part in northern side. And I am very much thankful through Sir Alif for inviting us here. The moment I stepped in from the airport, I was so amazed. We were so amazed at the culture. We were so amazed with the place. And when we joined yesterday's activity, we are already planning and we are so learning a lot. With the speeches that I have heard this earlier, especially Sir, we have speakers a while back. I really admit that this is an opportunity for us to learn. We are already learning and hearing from you, Sir, since we accept that in the Philippines, in our province, we still lack resources. And what we do in the partnership is that we keep on looking. We keep on looking for partners and we keep on looking for resources. But given the values presented yesterday, and you were mentioning a while back, yes, it is. We have challenges also in the division that given the presence of these gadgets, given the presence of the cell phones, laptops, and everything that we provide to our learners, it seems that there are also loopholes. And maybe that is something that we can do when we go back home. In the province where we belong is that there are still schools who do not have even televisions. One is to one classroom. You know, the class size is one teacher versus 60 to 65. In the large schools, they still cater 70 students and one teacher. Yours here in Indonesia is that again so that you have lesser number of students. And I hope we can do remedies for that as well. And given the diverse cultures, diverse culture and tradition here in your place, and still we appreciate the beauty and the system of education. Thank you so much for having us here again to learn for that we could apply in our division. Thank you, sir. And as a challenge for us four, I have here the supervisor of Culture and Arts, Sir Warden, who is standing and taking picture of me, and also the members of the monitoring team of the Culture and Arts program, projects and activities in the schools. I have here Miss Florabelle and Miss Florinda. We were planning a while back that, after this, we have to do something as an ROI for our learners back home. And I hope that this partnership continues online or offsite so that we could also learn from you. That would be all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a speech from Lorna and Yako from the Philippines, which is actually Ummusshabri here, we always conduct some kind of like international relationship with our partnership from the Philippines. And then the Benguet province is one of the provinces that we have their own partnership. And almost every year, actually, we have the internship student who study here in Ummusshabri. And we hope it is not only from the Philippines, it can also come from Malaysia, it can also come from Pakistan, India, Australia, and also from many other places all over the world. And also, ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda, we would like to give the opportunity for Ms. Hafiza Sana Mansur from Pakistan. To the Honorable, the floor is yours.
Good morning, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Hafiza Sana Mansur. Actually, I am from Pakistan. I am lecturer in Institute of Southern Punjab, Multan. But here I am doing my PhD in Universitas Muhammadiyah Surakarta, Indonesia. First of all, I would like to say thank you all for having me here. I feel pleasure and pride that you have invited me here and you gave me chance to know culture, language, and to know how people are involved in promoting peace and collaboration from different countries. So I'm very happy to see this culture here. I would like to say thanks to top management from all schools. I don't know the names, I'm very sorry for that, but I'm very thankful for all of you, and I feel pleasure that I'm sitting with you guys, because not guys, of course, Papa, Ibu. I'm very thankful to you for giving me a chance to come here. So my impression for Expo is that I'm super surprised to see yesterday's event. I'm seeing how Indonesia is promoting culture and peace, how they are inviting different people from different countries. In every event I find they are promoting collaboration and peace every time. So why these type of events are being conducted? Why? Just because of the collaboration and peace. What is the main purpose of such events? They are creating harmony, because peace is the dire need of time. With the help of collaboration, while respecting others, respecting languages, respecting others' cultures, we are being patient and tolerant towards others' culture. So yesterday's event is just reminding me that we all are different, but still we are united here. So I am very surprised to see how teachers have done a good job, and they have shown their creativity by preparing their students, and they have shown creativity by showing different culture. It was really very amazing to see the fashion walk from all over the world, how this expo is presenting the culture. So they are promoting not only Indonesian culture, but they are getting familiar and making us understand to know other cultures also. So it is promoting peace and collaboration at global level. So this is very appreciating and amazing. Second thing, I would like to share my experience. In Bandung, there is a school, Binar Ilmu, that is actually boarding school, and that is located on at remote area on mountains, and students are not getting chance to get education, so they don't get education, so they are deprived. So one of the person from that locality, he was educated, and that he opened a school free of cost, free education for those students who cannot go to school. So that is boarding school, Islamic school. So they arranged such event, not expo and not at this level, but small kind of expo or international cultural program like that. So they invited, actually they advertised, and they invited people from all over the world who are already residing in Indonesia. So every orang asing applied there, and they got selection. And it was quite easy to go there, because the students or the people, foreign people who are already living in Java, so they can bear their expenses of traveling and they can go there. So they also showed such representation of culture by showing fashion walk, and they showed culture of different countries, and they promote collaboration and peace. But here I am really amazed, and I would like to appreciate that this expo is promoting peace and culture from all over the world in a very nice manner. So it is appreciating for Indonesia especially, that all the events are expressing culture from all over the world, not only Indonesia. So they are respecting foreign people by showing their cultures. And one more thing, this is creating bright future for the students who are being involved in such activities. They are not doing some activities, or they are not doing only fashion walk. Actually, they are becoming tolerant and patient towards other cultures, and they are creating peace for the future. So in future, they will be familiar with one another. In Quran, even we are told that you are made in nations and tribes, so you may know each other. So we are nations and tribes. So these are the platforms which are providing us opportunities to know each other. So this is really amazing and appreciating for Indonesia, and for Ummusshabri, for the administration. I would like to appreciate. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to come here, and thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you very much for Miss Hafiza Sana Mansur. Yeah, we are really thankful actually for the appreciation from Miss Hafiza, because Ummusshabri actually in our Expo, this is the annual event that we represent our culture around Indonesia, and for this year actually we also represent the culture all over the world. And this is actually our purpose, to make a peaceful message to all over the world. I hope that it not only happen in Southeast Sulawesi, but also can influence many other regions in Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, for the next, we would like to call the representation from Malaysia to the Honorable Mr. Hailani Abdul Jalil. The floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahil azim. Mr. Professor Dr. Fasli Gelar, Chairman of Gufi, Dr. Supriyanto, brochure from Ummusshabri, all distinguished guests and all participants. I prefer to speak in Bahasa. Inshallah, Mr. Alfian can summarize on behalf of me. Pertama-tama saya merapatkan kesyukuran pada pagi ini kerana diberi kesempatan untuk sama-sama bersama dengan semua peserta dari seluruh perwakilan. Sekarang ini kita berada di tengah-tengah gejolak atau ledakan teknologi maklumat. Dan justru pendidikan tidak boleh dipisahkan dengan teknologi dan dunia digital sekarang. Generasi Z yang sekarang sudah celik komputer, celik teknologi sejak lahir. Dan kita berada di zaman ini sekarang, berbanding generasi saya khususnya yang terpaksa belajar banyak. Saya sudah berusia 70 tahun ini, insyaAllah. Jadi teknologi kita kuasai dari peringkat demi peringkat, tetapi berbeza berbanding dengan anak-anak di sekolah. Justru mereka tidak perlu diajar tentang kemahiran ataupun komputer. Lalu bagaimana peranan pendidikan di sini? Apa yang perlu daripada pendidikan ialah bimbingan dan juga guidance tentang do and don'ts, tentang perkara-perkara yang berkaitan dengan peranan mereka dalam mengisi era digital ini. Ini yang pendidikan perlu beri penekanan. Soal kemahiran mengguna, ya mereka lebih advance daripada guru-guru kadang-kadang. Mereka lebih advance daripada penjaga murid. Tetapi dari segi hal-hal yang berkaitan dengan pengisian itu yang harus kita bimbing. Anak muda perlu dibimbing untuk bangkit ataupun melakukan nahdah, dan bagaimana mereka berfungsi sebagai agen perubahan. Khususnya dalam dunia sekarang, dalam media sosial, anak-anak muda ini harus diberi peluang atau ditunjuk ajar bagaimana mereka harus berperanan menyampaikan mesej Islam dan dakwah melalui media sosial, melalui medsos. Startup tentang bagaimana dia nak mengembangkan inovasi dalam teknologi yang ada sekarang, khususnya dalam bidang halal hak. Ini juga harus kita kembangkan melalui teknologi yang kalau kita search injin teknologi berbentuk rujukan ini, saya pikir artikel dari Indonesia sudah memenuhi banyak ruang, tetapi itu perlu diperbanyakkan. Berbanding Indonesia, sehingga Indonesia lebih depan dari segi pelisian perkara yang berkaitan dengan Islamik ini. Kemudian kita harus gerakan secara progresif ini harus dikembangkan isu global tentang perubahan iklim umpamanya, tentang keadilan sosial, tentang hak-hak asasi manusia. Ini harus diberi input kepada anak-anak remaja supaya mereka boleh berpartisipasi dalam anak untuk explore digital dan AI ini, khususnya pada zaman AI. Saya melihat usaha Ummusshabri pada tahun ini yang memberikan sentuhan kepada budaya dunia. Paling tidak untuk dia pelajar-pelajar boleh search internet, search AI untuk melihat budaya Belanda, budaya Malaysia, budaya India melalui internet. Dan itulah saya pikir sepadunya tindakan Ummusshabri tahun ini yang pergi lebih jauh daripada pemikiran yang sedia ada. Saya pikir antara guru-guru mereka sudah pasti kepala sekolahnya lebih berfikir di luar kotak untuk lebih kreatif, lebih advance. Dan saya melihat kelebihan Ummusshabri ialah dia mampu mengambil yang baik dari Australia, dari India, dari Malaysia, dibawa balik ke Ummusshabri dan dimantapkan dan dibuat di sini. Itu kelebihan yang Pak Suprianto ada, dan insya-Allah Gupi boleh angkat sebagai contoh bagi sekolah Gupi. Saya rekomen itu, insya-Allah. Terima kasih dan minta Alfian berikan sedikit summarize.
Thank you very much for Mr. Hailani Abdul Jalil about the speech that we have to let our teenager and our youth know about the modernization, about the globalization, AI or IT, because they have to know actually what they face in this modern and globalization era. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, for the next, we would like to call the representation from Australia to Sheikh Alamuddin. The floor is yours. The Sheikh Alamuddin will talk about in Arabic. So we will have our translation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wa sallallahu wa sallam ala sayyidina Muhammad Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa mawala. Billahi ta'ala mudzakkir ikhlas al-niyya.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Beliau Syekh Muhammad Alamuddin Muhammad Fadi Alamuddin memulai muhadarah ini dengan bacaan basmalah, hamdalah dan juga sholawat kepada Nabi kita Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Kemudian beliau mengingatkan kepada kita sama-sama kita ikhlaskan niat karena Allah Subhanahu wa taala.
حضرة المسؤول عن هذه المؤسسة والدكاترة الكرام، الحضور، الطلبة والأساتذة، بارك الله فيكم. أعتذر عن ذكر الأسماء لأنني لا أحفظها.
Penghormatan ditujukan kepada seluruh pengurus yayasan dan instansi yang lainnya, kemudian seluruh para dokter-dokter dan Bapak Ibu siswa-siswi. Beliau minta maaf tidak bisa menyebut satu persatu dari nama-nama Bapak Ibu semuanya karena beliau belum bisa menghafalnya.
وأعتذر أيضا على مداخلتي لإلقاء هذه الكلمة التي هي من خارج البرنامج.
Dan beliau juga minta maaf serta minta izin, mungkin beliau menggunakan bahasa Arab, kemudian juga beliau tidak termasuk yang dipersilahkan untuk berbicara mungkin. Beliau minta izin.
أعرف عن نفسي، اسمي فادي عبد الدين. كنت مديرا لثانوية الثقافة الإسلامية في بيروت لأكثر من 10 سنوات، ثم في الجامعة العالمية Global University، ثم بعد ذلك تنقلت في عدة أماكن.
Jadi beliau memperkenalkan diri terlebih dahulu. Nama beliau Muhammad Fadi Alamuddin. Beliau dahulunya itu menjadi kepala sekolah salah satu madrasah di Beirut, Lebanon, Sakofah Islamiyah, kurang lebih selama 10 tahun. Kemudian setelah itu beliau salah satu pengurus di kampus ternama di Lebanon, di Beirut, yaitu Global University. Nah, nanti bisa dicek di Google-nya.
أشكر كل الذين تكلموا قبلي.
Dan beliau juga terima kasih terhadap seluruh pembicara yang sudah sebelumnya mengatakan di podium ini.
تكلموا بأشياء مفيدة.
Kalian semuanya, ya, para pengantar-pengantar dan juga pembicara-pembicara sebelum Syekh Fadi tadi, kata beliau, semuanya yang disampaikan sangat bermanfaat.
إلا أني أريد أن أعلق على أمر جد مهم وأبين أمرا جد مهم.
Jadi hanya saja beliau ingin menambahi suatu kalimat yang berkaitan dengan yang telah disampaikan tadi, yang mana sesuatu ini sangat penting sekali, kata beliau.
كما تعلمون أن النظام التعليمي المتبع في هذا العصر في الأرض للأسف ليس المسلمون هم الذي وضعوه.
Jadi sayang sekali, sangat disayangkan, beberapa peraturan-peraturan di sekolah ataupun materi-materi itu sebagian yang menaruh, yang menyusun itu bukanlah orang muslim.
والنظام التعليمي الموجه لخدمة سياسة معينة.
Dan peraturan itu terkadang ditujukan untuk membantu terhadap politik, unsur politik tertentu.
وضعنا في لبنان لا يختلف عن أوضاعكم في البلدان المختلفة.
Jadi keadaan di Lebanon, di negara beliau itu tidak jauh sama halnya dengan keadaan-keadaan di negara kita semuanya ini.
نحن مجتمع متعدد.
Nah, kita adalah organisasi yang banyak sekali.
الذين ينتسبون لأهل السنة في لبنان أكثر من الثلث.
Nah, jadi organisasi atau orang-orang penduduk di Lebanon yang mereka intisabnya atau menisbatkan diri mereka terhadap golongan Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaah itu kurang lebih sepertiga.
والذين ينتسبون إلى الشيعة نحو الثلث.
Begitu juga yang mereka menisbatkan terhadap golongan Syiah itu kira-kira juga sepertiganya.
وعندنا في لبنان أكثر من 25 طائفة مختلفة ليسوا على الإسلام يمثلون نحو ربع الشعب اللبناني.
Nah, sedangkan ada kira-kira 25 kelompok. Nah, 25 kelompok ini yang mereka itu non-muslim. Dan kira-kira persentasenya itu kurang lebih 40%.
وعندنا في لبنان أكثر من عدد نصف الشعب اللبناني من دول مختلفة يعيشون في لبنان.
Nah, sedangkan yang penduduk asalnya itu bukan Lebanon, itu malah lebih banyak yang mereka hidup di Lebanon.
أكثر بلدان العالم.
Jadi lebih banyak yang hidup di Lebanon itu negara-negara yang lain, penduduk negara-negara yang lain.
يوجد لدينا من فلسطين.
Ada dari Palestina,
Suria, Filipina,
ada dari Filipina, Ethiopia,
من الهند أيضا يوجد
India,
والقليل من باكستان.
Ada juga tapi sedikit dari Pakistan.
قليل من أندونيسيا وماليزيا.
Begitu juga persentase yang sedikit dari Indonesia dan juga Malaysia.
ويوجد أكثر من ضعف عدد الشعب اللبناني الموجود في لبنان يعيشون خارج لبنان.
Begitu juga banyak penduduk yang asli dari Lebanon, mereka malah tersebar di negara-negara selain Lebanon.
قلت هذه المقدمة هذا البيان لأخبركم كم أن الوضع في لبنان متعدد ومختلف.
Jadi beliau memberikan pendahuluan seperti ini agar kita tahu betapa banyaknya kelompok-kelompok atau tercampurnya golongan-golongan yang ada di Lebanon.
رغم أن 3/4 الشعب اللبناني ينتسب إلى السنة والشيعة إلا أن من هو على غير الإسلام هو رئيس البلاد.
Jadi meskipun di sana 3/4 itu berada pada golongan ahlu sunnah, yang lainnya juga syiah, akan tetapi yang menguasai negara itu malah non-muslim.
المهم الوضع التعليمي في لبنان لا يختلف عن بلادهم.
Pada intinya keadaan pendidikan, pengajaran di Lebanon itu tidak jauh berbeda dengan di negara kita ini.
يعني ما سأقوله أنا ليس هو الواقع الحالي في لبنان.
Jadi yang akan disampaikan oleh beliau kali ini itu bukanlah keadaan yang sesungguhnya di Lebanon.
أقول ما ينبغي أن يكون عليه الوضع التعليمي في بلاد المسلمين ككل.
Jadi yang seharusnya dilakukan itu menaruh pendidikan atau materi-materi di negara Islam itu kebanyakan ya materi-materi Islam seharusnya.
العلم علمان.
Jadi ilmu itu terbagi menjadi dua.
علم في الخلق مفقود.
Jadi ilmu yang ada pada seorang makhluk yang itu hilang.
وعلم في الخلق موجود.
Dan ada ilmu yang ada di makhluk itu tapi tidak hilang, ada pada diri makhluk.
العلم المفقود لا يستطيع أحد منا أن يتوصل إليه.
Jadi ilmu yang hilang atau yang tidak ada pada makhluk itu kita tidak bisa menggapainya.
هذا في علم الغيب الله اختص به.
Nah ini ilmu-ilmu yang unsurnya berkaitan dengan ilmu yang ghaib, yang mana Allah mengkhususkannya untuk zatnya sendiri, kita tidak bisa menggapainya.
أما العلم الموجود في الخلق.
Adapun ilmu-ilmu yang ada pada makhluk
فهو على قسمين.
itu terbagi menjadi dua.
علم محرم.
Ada ilmu yang haram
وعلم جائز.
dan ilmu yang boleh.
العلم المحرم يحرم الدخول به كعلم السحر والشعوذة وما شابه.
Ilmu yang haram hukum mempelajarinya dan kita tidak boleh mendapatkannya seperti ilmu sihir, ilmu perdukunan.
العلم الموجود
Dan ilmu yang ada pada kita makhluk
أيضا على قسمين.
itu juga terbagi menjadi dua.
علم مفيد.
Ilmu yang berfaedah, bermanfaat.
وعلم يعني فيه تحريف وضلالات.
Dan ilmu yang di situ ada unsur kerusakan, penyelewengan, kesesatan.
العلم المفيد على قسمين.
Kemudian ilmu yang bermanfaat juga dibagi menjadi dua.
علم ضروري.
Yang pertama ilmu yang doruri, artinya yang pokok.
وعلم تعلمه فرض على الكفاية.
Dan ilmu yang hukum mempelajarinya itu fardu kifayah.
العلم الضروري
Ilmu agama yang pokok
وهو الذي ينبغي على كل مكلف معرفته.
Itu adalah ilmu yang setiap orang yang berakal dan orang yang baligh mukallaf itu wajib untuk mempelajarinya.
ذكرا كان أم أنثى.
Baik laki-laki maupun perempuan.
في كل الأرض.
Di seluruh muka bumi ini.
هذا العلم الضروري هو شيء من علم الدين.
Jadi ilmu yang pokok ini itu ilmu yang bagian atau bagian dari ilmu agama.
وهو ينقسم إلى 4 أقسام أساسا.
Kemudian ilmu yang pokok ini, yang hukum mempelajarinya itu wajib atau fardu ain bagi setiap orang mukallaf, terbagi menjadi 4 pondasi.
Aqaid,
yang pertama tentang akidah,
ibadat,
kemudian tentang ibadah,
muamalat,
tentang muamalat,
wa akhlaq.
dan yang keempat yaitu tentang akhlak.
لما نتكلم بالعقائد يعني أصول الاعتقاد.
Ketika kita berbicara tentang akidah, maksudnya di sini adalah pokok-pokok akidah.
ما ينبغي على كل مكلف في الأرض إن كان مسلما أو غير مسلم أن يعتقده وأن يكون عليه.
Yang mana wajib untuk diimani, diyakini bagi setiap orang, baik dia muslim ataupun non muslim, wajib semua orang di muka bumi ini untuk mengetahuinya.
فإذا كان على الإسلام أو دخل في دين الإسلام ينتقل إلى الثاني الذي هو أصول العبادات.
Kalau seandainya dia sudah muslim ataupun dia telah masuk Islam, berarti dia di sini pindah ke tahap yang kedua, yaitu tentang ibadah.
Min taharah wa salat,
seperti halnya toharoh, bersuci, kemudian tentang sholat,
as-siyam,
tentang berpuasa,
az-zakat ala man wajibat alaih,
tentang zakat bagi yang wajib baginya,
wal hajj ala mustati',
dan juga berhaji bagi orang yang mampu.
Al-muradu bidzalika kayfiyat sihhat al-ibadah ma' al-iltizam bi adaiha.
Jadi yang dimaksud dengan itu adalah memperhatikan bagaimana seseorang bisa sah melakukan ibadah itu.
Al-amr ats-tsalits huwa al-muamalat.
Yang ketiga yaitu tentang muamalah
bain al-bashar,
antara sesama manusia.
Bai', shira', rahn, wakala, wadi'ah, 'ariyah, musaqat, ay muamalah.
Jadi muamalat antara manusia ini seperti jual beli, kemudian perwakilan atau sewa menyewa dan lain sebagainya.
Al-wajibu hiya al-muamalah allati turidu an tadkhula biha.
Jadi yang wajib dipelajari di sini, yang wajib atau fardu ain untuk dipelajari di sini adalah muamalat yang kita ingin melakukannya.
Alladhi la yuridu an yadkhula al-an fi syarika la yajibu alaihi fardan ainiyan alaihi an yata'allama bab asy-syarika.
Jadi misalnya kita tidak ingin melakukan kongsi, maka tidak wajib kita untuk mempelajarinya.
Lakin idza arada an yadkhula fi muamalati ijara يجب عليه أن يتعلم كيفية الإجارة، ما هي أركانها، ما هي شروطها، كي تكون معاملته موافقة للشريعة فلا يكون عليه معصية في الآخرة.
Adapun misalnya salah satu di antara kita ingin melakukan muamalah seperti pinjam meminjam. Di sini kita harus mengetahui hukumnya terlebih dahulu, syarat dan rukunnya, agar muamalah kita itu sah dan tidak terjatuh dalam kemaksiatan.
Al-rabi'ah al-akhlaq.
Yang keempat yaitu tentang akhlak.
Kama anna lil qalbi wajibat falil qalbi ma'asi.
Seperti halnya di dalam hati kita ada kewajiban-kewajiban yang harus dilakukan, begitu juga bagi hati ada keharaman-keharaman atau kemaksiatan-kemaksiatan.
Kadzalika sa'ir al-jawarih.
Begitu juga seluruh anggota badan.
Al-adhun, al-'ain, al-lisan,
seperti telinga, kemudian mata, kemudian mulut,
al-yadain, al-rijlain,
begitu juga kedua tangan dan kedua kaki,
al-batn, al-farj,
kemudian perut dan juga kemaluan.
Kullu jarihatin min tilka al-jawarih hunaka ashya' yajib 'ala ash-shakhs an yu'addiyaha wa ashya' tajuzu lahu wa ashya' tahrumu 'alayhi.
Masing-masing anggota badan tubuh tadi ada kewajiban yang harus dilakukan, ada sesuatu yang boleh dilakukan, dan ada keharaman-keharaman yang tidak boleh dilakukan dari masing-masing anggota tubuh tadi.
وهناك للبدن ككل لا يتعلق بجارحة من الجوارح أيضا محرمات على الشخص أن يبتعد عنها.
Begitu juga seluruh anggota badan secara umum itu juga ada kemaksiatannya yang tidak dilakukan oleh anggota tubuh tertentu, namun dilakukan oleh seluruh anggota badannya.
ما ذكرته إلى الآن هو ضروريات أمور الدين.
Nah, jadi yang telah disebutkan oleh beliau ini adalah pokok-pokok intisari dalam ilmu agama.
الذي يجب على كل شخص مكلف معرفتها وتطبيقها كما ورد في الشريعة.
Yang mana wajib untuk diketahui dan dipraktekkan, dilakukan oleh orang mukallaf, yaitu orang muslim, baligh dan juga berakal.
الذي لم يتعلم ذلك
Orang
وقع في معصية.
yang tidak mempelajari perkara-perkara itu, pokok-pokok intisari ilmu agama, maka dia telah jatuh dalam kemaksiatan.
ممثل الهند ذكر لنا الحديث الدال على ذلك.
Nah, kemudian mencontohkan salah satu dari teman kita dari India menyebutkan suatu hadis tentang itu.
طلب العلم فريضة على كل مسلم.
Bahwasanya Rasulullah bersabda, thalabul ilmi fardhatun ala kulli muslimin. Mencari ilmu yang pokok itu hukumnya wajib bagi setiap orang muslim.
المعنى أن هناك قدرا معينا من علم الدين هو فرض على كل مسلم تعلمه.
Jadi maksud hadis ini bukan seluruh ilmu agama, akan tetapi kadar tertentu yang mana hukum mempelajarinya itu wajib fardu ain bagi setiap orang muslim.
وليس كل العلم.
Tidak seluruh ilmu.
لأنه لا يستطيع كل واحد منا ولا واحد منا أن يحصي كل العلوم.
Karena tidak mungkin salah satu di antara kita itu bisa menghitung ilmu-ilmu Allah semuanya.
كل ما زاد عما ذكرنا من علم الدين تعلمه فرض على الكفاية.
Selebih dari yang telah disebutkan kadar ilmu agama oleh beliau tadi, itu hukum mempelajarinya adalah fardu kifayah.
الخلاصة من الكلام أنه ينبغي أن يكون في سياسات التعليم عندنا جميعنا أن نعلم الأساس الذي فرضه الله على كل مسلم أن يتعلمه بالابتداء.
Jadi ringkasan dari perkataan beliau tadi yang telah disebutkan, bahwasannya masing-masing dari kita itu harus memperhatikan materi-materi yang diajarkan untuk anak didik kita, khususnya yaitu ilmu agama yang pokok, 4 unsur tadi yang telah disebutkan oleh beliau. Itu harus terlebih dahulu dari kecil itu diterapkan kepada mereka.
فإذا أنهى الشخص تعلم علم الدين الضروري,
kalau seandainya anak didik, murid-murid sudah menyelesaikan mempelajari ilmu agama yang pokok tadi,
يتعلم ما زاد على ذلك من فروض الكفاية ما شاء.
Nah, jadi kalau sudah menyelesaikan yang pokok dan dasar-dasar ilmu agama tadi, bisa ditambah dengan ilmu-ilmu yang lain yang hukum mempelajarinya yaitu fardu kifayah.
ما هو فرض الكفاية؟
Apa saja itu fardu kifayah?
كل ما زاد عن ضروريات أمور الدين هو من فروض الكفاية.
Jadi yang selebihnya dari 4 unsur tadi itu hukum mempelajarinya fardu kifayah.
وكل ما ينفع ويحتاج إليه مجتمع المسلمين بالضرورة هو من فرض الكفاية.
Dan selebihnya yang dibutuhkan untuk seluruh orang muslim, perkumpulan orang muslim di situ adalah fardu kifayah.
فتعلم اللغات المختلفة فرض كفاية.
Nah, seperti halnya mempelajari perbedaan bahasa-bahasa antara negara itu juga fardu kifayah.
تعلم الحساب فرض كفاية.
Seperti mempelajari matematika fardu kifayah.
كل ما يحتاجه مجتمع المسلمين بالضرورة.
Jadi yang dibutuhkan oleh perkumpulan seseorang tertentu.
مجتمع المسلمين هل يحتاج إلى أطباء؟
Kita misalnya seluruh orang muslim ini, apakah kita membutuhkan dokter?
إذا مرض الشخص يحتاج إلى من يعالجه.
Jika ada yang sakit, maka kita butuh dokter yang bisa mengobatinya.
فتعلم الطب فرض كفاية.
Maka mempelajari ilmu kedokteran termasuk juga fardu kifayah.
مجتمع المسلمين هل يحتاج لمن يبني البيوت والأبنية والجسور.
Orang-orang Muslim apakah membutuhkan seorang insinyur yang bisa membangun suatu gedung, pagar, rumah dan lain sebagainya?
Nah,
iya, pasti butuh.
فتعلم الهندسة فرض على الكفاية.
Maka mempelajari ilmu-ilmu tentang arsitek itu fardu kifayah.
هل يحتاج مجتمع المسلمين إلى زراعة الأرز؟
Apakah orang-orang Muslim membutuhkan ilmu bagaimana tata cara menanam padi?
نعم، ليأكلوا.
Iya, butuh untuk dimakan.
تعلم الزراعة والزراعة فرض على الكفاية لكفاية مجتمع المسلمين فيما يحتاجونه من قوت وغيره من الأطعمة.
Maka mempelajari tentang ilmu-ilmu pertanian di sini agar bisa dimakan itu hukumnya fardu kifayah.
هل يحتاج مجتمع المسلمين إلى ثياب يلبسونها؟
Apakah orang-orang Muslim membutuhkan ilmu agar bisa menjahit pakaian?
نعم. إذا تعلم الخياطة فرض على الكفاية وصناعة الثياب.
Iya, butuh. Berarti mempelajari ilmu tata cara menjahit masuk dalam kategori fardu kifayah agar bisa dipakai untuk menutup aurat.
السباحة. هل يحتاج مجتمع المسلمين إلى من يتقن السباحة؟
Misalnya berenang, apakah orang-orang Muslim membutuhkan ilmu agar bisa berenang?
نعم، لأنه يوجد كثير من شطوط الأنهار والبحار، فإذا واحد وقع في البحر أو في النهر يحتاج لمن ينقذه، فتعلم السباحة فرض على الكفاية.
Iya, dibutuhkan karena banyak sekali di negara-negara itu ada laut, ada sungai. Seandainya ada orang yang terjatuh, tenggelam, maka ada salah satu orang yang bisa menolongnya, yaitu yang pandai berenang.
فكل ما يحتاجه مجتمع المسلمين بالضرورة من تكنولوجي.
Maka sesuatu ilmu-ilmu yang dibutuhkan oleh orang-orang Muslim secara darurat dari teknologi.
من كل ما يحتاجه مجتمع المسلمين بالضرورة تعلمهم فرض كفاية.
Maka yang dibutuhkan oleh orang-orang Muslim secara darurat, maka di situ hukum mempelajarinya yaitu fardu kifayah.
ماذا نحن فعلنا في سياسة التعليم لكفاية مجتمع المسلمين من العلوم المختلفة.
Nah, sekarang kondisi kita, apa yang telah kita lakukan dari ilmu-ilmu yang dibutuhkan oleh orang-orang Muslim, mulai dari fardu kifayah seperti itu.
فسياسة التعليم وطرق التعليم ما يفعل في تعليم الأولاد وتوجيههم المطلوب أن يكونوا موجهين وفعلا لكفاية مجتمع المسلمين من كل احتياجاته الصناعية والتعلمية والطب والهندسة والزراعة والصناعة وغير ذلك مما يحتاجه مجتمع المسلمين بالضرورة لنكتفي ونكفي المسلمين حاجاتهم جميعا.
Jadi sudah seharusnya kita menaruh materi-materi di dalam sekolah-sekolah kita yang di situ ada faidahnya, yang mana bisa menggugurkan hukum mempelajarinya yaitu fardu kifayah dan bermanfaat bagi orang-orang Muslim untuk menuntaskan kebutuhan-kebutuhan mereka.
ما عملت كل هذه المقدمة إلا إلى الوصول إلى هذه الخلاصة.
Nah, jadi pada intinya yang disampaikan oleh beliau, ya, yang telah disebutkan barusan ini, itu adalah intinya.
كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته.
Jadi semuanya kita ini, ya, jadi ro'inya, jadi penggembalanya, dan kita di sini bertanggung jawab terhadap apa yang telah kita didik. Jadi semuanya itu mendidik, dan kita juga bertanggung jawab terhadap siswa-siswa yang telah kita didik.
كلكم مسؤول في ناحيته في جامعته في معهده في مدرسته ماذا يعلم أولاد المسلمين وعلى ما ينشئهم.
Nah, jadi semuanya kita sebagai pengurus, ya, kepala sekolah atau pengurus yayasan, dan kita bertanggung jawab terhadap peserta didik, siswa-siswi. Bagaimana kita mengajari mereka, dengan ilmu-ilmu apa kita mengajari mereka, kita harus bertanggung jawab.
ما هو التوجيه؟
Nah, apa intinya? Pada intinya nasihatnya,
ما هي القدوة الحسنة؟
bagi kemudian contoh yang baik itu bagaimana.
هذه نصيحة لأننا كل واحد منا سيسأل يوم القيامة.
Jadi pada intinya beliau di sini ingin memberikan suatu cuplikan nasihat bahwasanya jangan sampai lupa kita nanti di akhirat, di hari kiamat, semuanya akan ditanya dari amal-amal kita semua.
كما أنني أريد النجاة في الآخرة أحب لكم النجاة جميعا في الآخرة.
Begitu juga seperti halnya beliau ingin nanti kelak selamat di akhirat, beliau juga Syekh Fadi Alamuddin ingin keselamatan bagi Bapak Ibu seluruhnya.
فلنتفكر ونعمل على وضع نظام من التعليم يتوافق مع أهداف مجتمع المسلمين لكفايته من جميع الوجوه.
Nah, jadi hendaknya kita merenungkan, introspeksi, dan kita harus menaruh materi-materi itu sesuai dengan apa sih yang dibutuhkan oleh orang-orang muslimin.
بعد أن يكونوا قد أخذوا ضروريات أمور الدين.
Setelah mereka mempelajari ilmu atau dasar-dasar agama yang pokok.
بارك الله فيكم، أحسن الله إليكم. أعتذر عن طول محاضرتي ودخولي عليكم فيها، فاعذروني أكرمكم لله.
Jadi beliau mencukupkan muhadharahnya dan meminta maaf karena telah agak lama dikit. Tidak lain tujuan beliau adalah memberikan nasihat. Seperti halnya beliau ingin selamat di akhirat, beliau menginginkan kepada kita semuanya juga agar sama-sama selamat kelak di akhirat nanti.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for Sheikh Alameddin. So Sheikh Alameddin actually told us that we should get education, and this is a must, because actually for every education is an education that we can use for our life. For example, like if we got the education to help people, so to get the education is a must, it's an obligation that we should do. And then we must pay attention to all the education or knowledge we give to our students, especially for the educators, because some of them actually is just the education that has been made by many people for any wrong purposes. So ladies and gentlemen, please wait a moment while our team will fix the billboard that we have for today. Gentlemen, for the next, it is not only actually from our speakers all over the world, but we also invite some students from the first. I would like to give this opportunity for our beloved student from Malaysia, for those who will have a public speaking in concern of education the floor is yours.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Good morning to the respected teachers, fellow students, and everyone present here. My name is Muhammad Dinishwayan from the Islamic Secondary School of Johor Bahru in Malaysia. Today, I would like to share my thoughts on the theme Harmony of Education and Technology in Promoting Global Unity. As we know, education has evolved significantly in our country. In Malaysia, our education system has undergone substantial transformation through various initiatives, including the Malaysia Education Development Plan 2013 to 2025. By integrating information and communication technology into teaching, we have enhanced the quality of education and provided broader access for students. Our country is riding a wave in the face of a very rapid technological era, especially in the fields of artificial intelligence and digitalization. This is inevitable because it is our future. While we must support the needs of this age, we must also ensure that the superior values and culture of society continue to be empowered by sophisticated technology. In this context, the values of unity and global civilization become crucial. We live in a world that is increasingly interconnected, where cultural exchange is vital. During the Fikra Siddiq Fazil Seminar held at Dewan Bahasa and Pustaka in March 2023, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, emphasized that in an era dominated by digitalization and AI, aspects of civilization such as language and literature shall not be marginalized because language and literature are the source of the strength of society's values and morals. This statement highlights the importance of preserving our cultural roots while embracing global perspectives. We must also acknowledge the positive impact of digitalization on daily life. For instance, in Estonia, the efficiency of government services through an e-government platform has made public services incredibly efficient. As a society, we must also embrace the challenges brought by technology with courage and wisdom. By leveraging technology, we can open more opportunities to develop our potential and carry out our da'wah mission more effectively, emphasizing the importance of unity in diversity on a global scale. In conclusion, let us work together to ensure that as we advance in education and technology, we also strengthen our bonds of unity and contribute to the global civilization that values peace, understanding, and cooperation. That's all from me. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Thank you very much from the speech of representation of youth from Malaysia, and from his speech that he gives some kind like advice that we should unite in one to face the challenge that we will face for our future, especially for the next generation, just like the youth of Malaysia. Okay, and then I would like to call the representation of Pesri Ummusshabri. I would like to call representation from Senior High School Ummusshabri Kendari. The floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Endar Kelly and I'm from Emma Secondary. I'm truly honored to be here today to discuss our topic that is shaping the way we learn and teach about integration of artificial intelligence, or we can call AI in education. But today, I want to focus on the most important stakeholders in this transformation, the students. So the presentation hour now is empowering students with AI in education with perspective and possibilities. So AI has become a buzzword in almost every industry, and education is no exception. From personalized learning to smart tutoring system, AI is opening up a new possibilities for both teachers and students. So, but have we ever paused to ask? What do we ever pause to ask? What do students think about these tools? How do they experience AI in this learning journey? Today, we will explore this question and examine AI from the student perspective. Let's start with AI tools that many students already use. Take a Duolingo for example. Duolingo is a popular application for learning language and that offers interactive exercise and personalized lessons. Grammarly helps students improve their writing with real-time correction and suggestion. Then we have AI chatbots like ChatGPT, which can provide explanation and answer questions 24/7. These tools are already making a difference. For instance, one student shared, using AI for learning feedback has improved my essay significantly. These examples show how AI tools have become part of everyday learning. AI brings several key benefits to students. First, it personalized learning. AI system can adapt to each student's pace and learning style, ensuring they get the support they need without feeling judged. Second, it makes learning engaging. Gamified AI tools turn study sessions into fun and rewarding activities. AI also improves accessibility. Features like text-to-speech and language translation help students with different needs. Lastly, AI boosts confidence. Students can practice skills like speaking a new language without fear or criticism. These benefits highlight why students appreciate AI in their education. However, there are challenges. Many students feel they rely too much on AI toolbox, which might limit their critical thinking and creativity. Some face unequal access to AI due to lack of devices or stable internet connection. Privacy is another concern. Students worry about how their data is being used. One student said, "Sometimes I feel like I'm not learning how to think to myself because the AI gives me all the answers." These challenges remind us that while AI offers great potential, it's not without its drawbacks. So, what do students want in the future from AI? Many dream of tools that enhance interaction like virtual tutors who can simulate real-world conversation. Or you imagine immersive learning environment powered by AI where they can experience history or science lessons. Collaboration tools are another aspiration, helping students work together actively. One survey respondent said, "I like AI to help me practice debating and solving problems." And in real time, this insight shows us that students want AI to go beyond automation and become a partner in their learning journey. To make these dreams reality, we must involve students in development of AI tools. Students should be a part of focus groups, sharing their needs and ideas. Educators must also teach digital literacy, ensuring students understand AI capabilities and limitations. So that's for me. Thank you very much for kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much. So he is actually the representation of Ummusshabri, or Senior High School Ummusshabri. He wants to tell us that actually in our life we can use AI as artificial intelligence for education, but we must also pay attention that there is some kind like disadvantage that we have to avoid. And then it is also the policy of Ummusshabri that we also support the use of AI as long as we use it for education, as long as we use it for positive purposes. And for the next, we also invite some senior high school around Kendari. We would like to call the speaker for the public speaking from our beloved neighbor school, from Senior High School for Kendari. So the representation from Senior High School for Kendari, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that in this digital era, almost all of the students in this place is live and grow with the development of technology that accompanies us. And one of them is myself. And as a child back then, I only knew to use technology as a tool for life and entertainment. For example, as a child, I used to be facilitated with a tablet, and I only use it for playing games, watching cartoons, and so on. But as time went by, I grew up year after year and began to enter the world of education. And that is where the first time that I was introduced to the other benefits that the technology can give to us. Namely, as a companion for educational tool that can be very beneficial. And from the results of the field almost all over the world, technology is one of the tools that help us stronger foundations for education. However, ladies and gentlemen, how technology is becoming an important tool in the world of education, how technology can maintain the essence of education, and also how technology can still maintain the good quality of education without interrupting it. And for that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable, the respective teacher, fellow students, and also all of the participants that attended here. My name is Andi Farisha Putri Maulana, and I am from Senior High School for Kendari. And today's topic is harmony of education and technology. Ladies and gentlemen, it is undeniable that technology is rapidly evolving and becoming integral parts of our lives. Every aspect of life, including education, has undergone significant transformations due to the technological advancements. Technology offers personalized learning experience, catering to individual learning styles and also paces. Interactive simulations, virtual reality, and adaptive learning platforms that can transform abstract concepts into engaging and more memorable experience, ladies and gentlemen. Access to fast online resources expands the boundaries of the classrooms, connecting students with the global perspective and diverse learning material. Furthermore, technology can enhance collaborations, fostering teamwork and communication skill crucial for the success in this century, ladies and gentlemen. Tools like online forums, collaborative document editing, and video conferencing bridge geographical barriers, enabling students to connect and learn from each other regardless of locations. Before technology, students are fixated on learning methods that only focus on reading books and also writing. where this style was not very efficient with all of the students. Visual, auditory, and kinesthetic are three learning styles that have their own characteristic. And with technology, these three learning styles can be realized, and the students can also choose according to the explanation style they like best. They can not only also can discuss with their friends directly, but online which can be done anywhere using existing tools such as Google Meeting, Zoom, etc. They can even discuss online globally, which can help them to increase their insight globally. Kinesthetic, we have connect and link motions to allow students to interact with device using body movements. From this, we can see that the ecosystem of technology itself is giving so much help as a tool or being a companion for us in the educational aspect. However, when there are so many benefits from the technology as a tool that we get, it cannot be denied that technology also has some risk in every use, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, this topic is also caused a debate where this technology is questions about its sustainability as a learning companion or even cause several problems. For example, such as disrupting focus in the learning process and also the existence of academic dishonesty. And it is, in a lot of cases, ladies and gentlemen, it is true that the technology itself making it easier to do cheating. But ladies and gentlemen, it also cannot be denied that technology is infinitely valuable. It can advance student learning in a way that no teacher or school could ever replicate, and can do so much stuff more easier and faster, yet has a better performance, like searching learning material, etc. So now we know that the fact that technology is good and the fact that technology is not good. But however, ladies and gentlemen, we also knew that the technology is always growing. It's not slowing down, but it's speeding up. It doesn't have any expiration date. It's not going anywhere. It's all around us. It's innovating while we were talking, do activities, and we can avoid that. And that is why this topic exists. Harmony. The harmony between education and technology. We must avoid the pitfalls of technology becoming a mere distraction or superficial replacement for meaningful pedagogical practice. As the younger generations, we have the responsibility to utilize technology wisely and responsibly. We must be able to distinguish between useful information and non-useful information and use technology for positive and constructive purposes. Technology should serve as a tool to enhance, I repeat, as a tool to enhance, not to replace nor a harmful tool for us. And for make it happen, it depends on how we can use the technology well and intelligently to gain the full benefits and avoid things that can harm us. In conclusions, the harmony between education and technology is not simply about incorporating gadgets into the classroom. It's not something like that at all. But it is about creating a holistic learning ecosystem that leverages the technology potential to personalize, enhance, and democratize education. So the main questions of this topic isn't whether technology should be integrated into education, but whether how can we achieve a harmonious blend that maximizes its potential while mitigating its potential, ladies and gentlemen. Let us work together to cultivate this harmony, empowering learners to thrive in an increasingly technological world. And that's all for my speech. Thank you for all the attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, actually. That's the representation of youth of Indonesia from Senior High School for Kendari. She said that actually we should make the harmony of education and technology just like our theme for International Ummusshabri Expo. That we, as a youth and also as teenager, also as a student, we have to use the technology wisely, because technology is not only the tool for entertainment technology is not only the tool for actually entertain yourself, but also technology can be as a companion to study, to improve yourself, to be better. And then technology is not the thing to replace the human being itself. And technology, it is actually the tool to enhance the things that we want to improve as a quality of our life. Ladies and gentlemen, the next is the representation of youth of Indonesia from Man Insan Cendekia, Kendari. To the representation, the floor is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am the representative of Insan Cendekia Kota Kendari, the top one best school in Southeast Sulawesi Province, Indonesia. Today, I want to talk about something that plays a very important role of our lives, which is education and technology. From the smartphone we use to play games to the computers we use for homeworks, technology is everywhere. Imagine a classroom where you can explore outer space without leaving from the school, or a world where you can learn new languages just by talking to a computer. That's the power of technology in education. Education has always been the cornerstone of human progress. From ancient times of oral tradition and handwriting manuscript to the modern era of printed books and digital resources. The methods of imparting knowledge have evolved significantly. However, the core objective remains the same, which is to enlighten mind and empower individuals to reach their full potential. Technology, on the other hand, has revolutionized the way we live, work, and communicate. It has broken down geographical barriers, connected people from across the globe, and provided access to an unprecedented amount of information. When harnessed correctly, technology has the potential to enhance the educational experience in ways we never thought possible. So, how can we combine these two roles successfully? The key to achieving harmony between education and technology lies in creating a synergy that leverages the strength of both groups. And I will tell you a few ways in which this can be accomplished. The first one, ladies and gentlemen, is personalized learning. Technology enables to personalized learning experience tailored to the individual needs of each student. With an adaptive learning platforms, we surely can access a student's strengths and weaknesses and provide a customized content to address their specific learning gaps. The second one is interactive and engaging content. In digital tools such as virtual reality or VR and augmented reality or AR, we can create an immersive learning environment that can make a complex content seem easier to understand. With an interactive simulation and gamified learning models can engage students and make learning more enjoyable. And also for the educators or the teacher, with harmonizing or combining education and technology will of course make a more efficient administration, which technology can streamline tasks, that is allowing educators to focus more on teaching and mentoring. Also, automate grading system digital assignment tasking, and online assignment submission reduce the administrative burden and improve the efficiency. So, what we can take from this? Well, in conclusion, the harmony of technology and education is not just a possibility, it's a necessity for the future of learning. By embracing technological advancement and integrating them thoughtfully into our educational system, we can create a more inclusive, engaging, and effective learning environment for all. Let us work together to harness the power of technology and pave the way for a brighter educational system, enlightened future, and make a better leader for our country or a better cendekiawan. Thank you very much for your kind attention. I'm Zara Zafira Anzar Zamilu from Insan Cendekia, Kota Kendari. Thank you for your time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for the representation of youth of Indonesia from Man Insan Cendekia, Kendari. So actually she said that we know how to enhance the use of technology for our life, and also she gives some tips that we shall do something with the technology. We do something to improve the quality of education and anything with that. So ladies and gentlemen, we move to the next agenda is the sailing session discussion. And then for the sailing session discussion in this place is we would like to give the opportunity, especially for the teenager and also youth who comes today, to give some kind like if they have any concern about education, especially collaborated with a technology. I believe that perhaps from youth or teenager here want to give some question, and then this question can be answered by whoever if you have an answer which is really good for them. Or for example, it can also from the international guests that may answer your question. We would like to give the opportunity for 2 questioners who will give the question. Please raise your hand and then we will give you the microphone. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I'm about to introduce myself. I am Miftah Zahri and I'm from SMKN 1 Kendari, which is vocational school in Kendari. So my question is for all of the Congress, Youth Congress and international guests, technology can be increase our education, which is it can help the students to learn and increase their skills. But my question is, with AI technology, there are a lot of students that using AI for not good purpose. This is because of this, the critical thinking skills due to excessive using of AI technology in education is it's a lot in personally I have a lot of friends that using AI for it's for my task. I don't need to find the subject or the books or etc. to help me to do my task. So my question is, how to get rid of these problems, which is students using AI for help their task in not correct way. That's all my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. for the representation of Vocational Senior High School 1 Kendari. Okay, so the question is that how we can use the AI, because AI is one of the technology which is really growing right now. And then some of students actually use it for the wrong purposes that we can say just like cheating to do any task or anything like that. Perhaps actually we would like to invite for all the speakers that you have any concern about his question. You may raise your hand and then also you can have your stage here. Yeah, to Miss Sana Habiza Mansur, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for the wonderful question, which is a question maybe forwarded by all students, and they must be thinking about it. This is a very important question. If I repeat your question is, students may use AI for cheating purposes, and if AI is doing everything for them, so why they are required to do anything, because everything is already ready by AI, right? So as a student, I don't think this is cheating. I don't believe this is cheating. You are just consulting AI, and AI is just assistant. It is helping you, not giving you each and everything. So as a student, being honest, it is your responsibility what to select and what to reject. You are, even if you are creating new idea from AI, that is not perfect. You should regenerate some new ideas with the help of ideas given by AI. So as a student, you have to be independent whenever you are learning. This is autonomous kind of learning. Some students are shy and confused. They cannot seek help from other fellows and teachers. They are shy to ask questions. So they get help from AI, and they don't share with anyone that I am using AI. They just use it by themselves and they feel confident because they are learning something, they are achieving something, they are doing their assignments in time. So it is kind of positivity. This is kind of some achievement. So they are learning something, they are improving. Gradually they will develop interest. They will be curious to learn more and more. So whenever you are creating something from AI, even you are reading, you are having some ideas, so it is grooming your mind. You must be thinking critically, what I personally believe. So AI is not negative, it's up to you. If you are just making your assignment without reading and submitting it to the teacher, it is very bad. You must use AI as an assistant and then read it and then edit it, revise it, review it, and then you can generate new ideas related to AI, because AI is not human generated. So you are human. Whatever you have, machine cannot replace it, because technology is not the replacement or the substitute of human intelligence. So you have human intelligence, you have to use it. On the part of teacher, I would say that a teacher must give awareness and guidance to the students how to use AI. In some countries, teachers are reluctant to appreciate the use of AI, and some teachers are rigid and have negative view about AI. They don't encourage their students to use AI. I think AI must be used because some students cannot ask questions in public platform, and even they cannot ask questions with their fellows. So if you are isolated person, introvert, so how you will be able to learn and improve your mistakes? So you must need some assistance where you will not be shameful to ask questions. You will be asking everything, whatever you have in your mind. So this is only assisting you. So teachers also should encourage the use of guidance, and they should promote how to use it, and students also use it positively by making it positive. Okay, AI is generating your ideas, you are reading it, and then you are revising, because you have human intelligence. You must know what is right and what is not right. You must confirm from other sources also, and then next day you can consult with your teacher. I read about this, is it okay or this is not okay? So your teacher can further guide you. So AI is assistant, it gives you some tips and then you can improve your critical thinking. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the answer from Ms. Hasana Hafiza Mansur. Okay, and then from Mr. Hailani Abdul Jalil would like to respond about the use of AI too. The floor is yours.
Saudara Miftah Zahari, AI ibarat pisau yang tajam. Dia boleh memotong sayur, memotong buah, atau membunuh. So latar yang melatari karakter individu itulah yang menggunakan AI. So karena itulah saya kata tadi pendidikan mempunyai peranan untuk menentukan arah hala kemana kita nak guna AI. Pendidikan harus membimbing untuk kita how to respond kepada AI. Terima kasih.
Thank you very much from the response of Mr. Hailani Abdul Jalili. Okay, because of the use of AI, so many students actually worried about this because some of them use it for any cheating purposes and some of them use it to support or assist them actually, just like what Ms. Sana Hafiza Mansur has said before. Yeah, the use of AI cannot replace any human, so I believe that it is all depends on us that we have to be wisely to use it. And then using AI actually to study, it also helps us to study. It doesn't mean that we do the all cheating way, as long as we don't do it in the examination, right? Okay. Okay, I give the other opportunities for those who want to ask any question. We still have time for 5 minutes. So for the youth from senior high school around Kendari, or even from the youth from Malaysia, if you want to give some kind of question concerning about education and technology, you may raise your hand and then I will give you the microphone so you can ask any question. Okay, it's not only from the youth, also from the teachers or educators who come right now. You can also raise your hand or if you have any question about that. Okay, we have that one.
Okay, check. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Adil Haq. I'm an English teacher in Ummusshabri Kendari. So my question is related to using AI as a teacher. Yeah? So overusing AI could lead to a diminished role for teacher. And this is potentially will reduce the emotional and social support that students gain from humans educators. So the question is, how do we as a teacher overcome this issue? I think that's all. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the thing actually. We also worried because actually some of the application or some of the platform are using AI as their own teacher. So right now actually they depend on the AI. Even actually in Russia, I got the information that my friend in Russia, if they want to buy any ticket, they can actually get the ticket from the ticket which is actually served by AI person. And I also find some of the platform or website that support AI teacher who can teach actually online. So it is actually the concern not only for the students and also for the teachers. So for our international guests perhaps who want to respond about it, please raise your hand and then we will give you a stage to respond that kind of questions. Okay, you can actually have your time if you want to do it again, or we can give the opportunity again to other countries. It's okay if Ms. Hafiza want to give another. You just want to share about experience. Okay, please have your time.
I'm not the person who speaks a lot, but this is my PhD thesis topic also, dissertation topic also, so I'm more interested in it. My research is about the usage of AI in English language teaching, especially writing skills. That's why I have read a lot about it. But still I'm learning many things. So I'm also an English lecturer, teacher you can say. So personally, I use AI to create activities, to develop activities. It gives me wrong answers, it gives me pathetic answers, but it gives me new ways to generate new ideas. So with the help of those stupid answers given by ChatGPT, I create new ideas, I develop my activities. So you don't expect that AI or ChatGPT or any other application is going to give you correct or perfect answers, never. So whenever I have class, so I just try to make it interesting for the students and fruitful for the students. So I try to involve some activities. I ask ChatGPT mostly what kind of activities I can conduct in such topic and related to this. So it gives me stupid answers, and it gives me pathetic answers, and sometimes irrelevant. And but you know, there is something. There is I find some tips, and it gives me new way to think differently. It gives me new thought. So I create my activities myself, but it assists me. AI assists me all the time. This is my personal experience. But if you are a teacher, you can get assistance from AI, but you have to review what is the answer. You have to edit and revise it. Then you can get perfection. With the tools which Sir is talking about, the applications which can teach you English, I don't believe in that, because that is not contextual based. The person who can teach you English, no machine can teach you. Yes, it can give you answer to some extent, but it is not contextual and situational. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's actually the response from Miss Sana Hafiza Mansur, because actually this is her concern, yeah? Her concern about the AI in the research. So for those who want to respond it again, you may raise your hand, or for those who want to give any question with this concern of AI, you may raise your hand. Okay, if not, actually I still have some 3 minutes, so I will also, okay. Okay, yes.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aziz Syamil bin Shuaimi. I am one of the students that came from Malaysia. My question is, as we know right now, AI can be used for various learning methods, but how do we put all the method into one session of study for a student? Because not the same method can be used for the same student, because some student is more easily understand how to use the simplified content or slide, or they could use an AI to use for some question that they will make up for the session of the study. So how do we put all of it together into one study session, or do they need to find a free time to use it, or do the teacher need to have the time to make for the student? That's all my question.
Okay, so the question is how we can put AI for our study session, because AI can be used not only for the students and also for the teachers, right? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, for all international guests, if you have any response about this, you may raise your hand and you have a stage to explain about it. We may have any concern about the AI, how we can use the AI as our tools. And then, if I'm not mistaken, actually, this is about the use of AI for learning materials, is it? Yes. Okay. how we can use it actually, or how we can put it actually in our schedule. Or in our study session means that it can be one of the schedule in our learning time at school.
Yes.
Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have any response, any answer about it, you may raise your hand and then you have a stage. Okay, if not, perhaps I can also give you some response about it. So how we can manage it actually, this is one kind of the thing that we still developing in Ummusshabri. Perhaps actually in the following years, we would like to make some kind like AI class. So in Ummusshabri actually we have international class, Tabizul class, and we planning to have the AI class itself. And then for the AI itself, just like me, just like what my previous speaker has said before, AI and also technology is like a knife actually. We can use it to cook something. We can use it to chop vegetable to cook. And also we can use it actually to kill someone. We can't actually blame the thing. We can't actually blame the tool because it is just a tool, not a human being. That is actually depend on us how to use it, if we want to use it. And then how we can put it actually in our study session, how we can put it actually in our study time. Actually, this is the thing that I always improve in my classroom. In my classroom, actually, I would like to share my experience. I prohibit students to bring books. I prohibit them to bring books. I don't want to use books anymore. Even if actually so many people here actually will really contradict what I say, because actually I don't use books because I want to change their own mind to use the technology as wise as possible. So the way is actually, I let them actually using AI. I let them using AI after I explain the material. So I don't replace my concern or my time to study, my time to teach my student with the AI. I still got my time first. So my students should know that your teacher is not AI, your teacher is me. So they should pay attention first at me. And then after that, I would like to ask them to make some kind like project-based learning. That is actually for that project. Sometimes students got any difficulty to choose what kind of idea that they want to make. This is the thing that AI can have some place to get the ideas, to let them know the ideas, but not copy all the ideas. After they get the ideas from AI, I will ask my student actually to get the ideas and revise it. Think about it. Get it for your own. Not just copy all the material and say that this is yours. No. That actually just like you imitate something. No. I let them actually using AI but also put their own creativity on it. So we must know that human beings should also involve in the using of AI. And then as we know that most people actually oppose the use of ChatGPT or even anything like that, right? In WhatsApp actually now we have Meta AI, right? And then any other person actually always do some kind of like a chat, talk in AI. The thing is, if we want to create something in AI will create what is on our mind. So actually we should generate, we should type what kind of things that we want. For example, like, please make me actually the picture of a paradise, the picture of a park, for example. So you should be the one who create your own creativity. So I believe that the use of AI actually not really decrease the intelligence of people, but we also improving as long as actually you don't do it for the wrong purposes. That's the thing. So actually I let my student to get to the project-based learning by using AI, but I also supervise them. I also monitor them, watch them to use the AI, because I don't ask my student to use it in really incorrect purposes. So after that one, I ask them not to depend on it. So by getting the ideas, they should make it by their own, they should actually continue their own project. So actually we can make a balance between the use of AI and human being brain, like that. Thank you very much. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, actually we come for the last station of our time right now. In this billboard, actually, I put some space, a blank space, a white space here that I would ask you to have some kind of like relation like this. So actually for all the youth and also for the international guests here, I would like to put you all in one group of relation that we can continue this kind of relationship in the next year or next day or next month. So perhaps actually if we want to talk about education again, we can have it perhaps online, offline, or any other thing. We can make it some kind of like our relationship not only for educators but also for learners, especially for students around Kendari, Indonesia, Malaysia, and all over the world. For the officially relationship, actually I would like to ask to the international guests or international participants to give some kind of like signature below this billboard. So I put this white blank space to have you some kind of like signature. For the first, actually, I would like to give the opportunity for the Chief of Gupi. Okay, you may have your signature, sir.
Just signature?
Signature, sir. If you want to give name or anything. Yes. I also actually invite not only the Chief of Gupi, but I also invite Mr. Khairani Abdul Jalil to have the signature. Okay. Okay, I may also invite the representative from Australia to have the signature to Mr. Wisam Saad and also Sheikh Alameddin. Okay, and also I would like to invite the representative from Philippines. Yes. All of the international guests. And not only that one, I would like to ask also for the youth who comes today to give their own signature in our billboard. Here, miss. You may also have your signature.
Masyaallah, toki ini bila Arabia.
We will also invite the international guests from Pakistan to Miss Sana Habiza Mansur. Thank you. Also, we would like to invite our international guests from India to Mr. Farhan and also Mr. Anzar Akwil. Yeah. We also invite our international guests from Malaysia to Mr. Ishaq B. Alisha.
Jawiya.
Okay, and also I would like to ask for our honorable guest from Malaysia who will give the signature. Also for the honorable guests who come here right now, you may have your signature. Okay, and also we would like to ask all our honorable guests from Malaysia, from all the teachers and also students who come from Malaysia, you may have your own signature.
Masya Allah. Sini ya. Ya. Okay, and we also invite our honorable guests from Senior High School for Kendari to have your own signature. And we also invite our honorable guests from SMK Negeri 1 Kendari. And we also invite our honorable guests from Man Insan Cendekia, Kendari. And we also invite our honorable guests from SMA Negeri 2 Kendari. Also we invite our honorable guests from SMA Negeri 9 Kendari. We also invite our honorable guests from Senior High School 6 Kendari, SMA Negeri 6 Kendari. We also invite our honorable guests from SMA Negeri 5 Kendari. We also invite our honorable guests from MAN 1 Kendari. And we also invite the hostage from Indonesia, from Pesri, from Madrasah Aliyah Ummusshabri Kendari. I'm in the house.
Dekat-dekat aku sini. Kalau bisa besok sih. Di sini jadi simpan itu spanduk.
And we also invite for the rest of the student who hasn't given the signature yet from the Senior High School 4 Kendari.
Okay. Spidol.
And also we invite the students from Malaysia to have your own signature. So ladies and gentlemen, for the last agenda, actually, we may have our photo session. We would like to invite all the